Big man, Cliff Hopia. It will be a big one. San Beda in red, LPU in gray. Our officials for today. Toti Celeste is our crew chief. Ralph Moreto is referee number 1. Both Ralph and Toti are international referees, and Armin Gomez rounds up our officiating trio. Armin Gomez is only the national referee among the three. Here we go, tip-off between San Beda and LPU. The Pirates are ready, assured of a spot in the Final Four, currently number 2, right behind the Mapua Cardinals with a 13-4 win-loss record. And first possession, mapupunta sa mga bedistang nakapula. Payosing, good curl by Andrada, guarded by Valdez now at the low block. Cortez has it. 8 on the shot clock. Step 3. Rebound by Alfaro. Back to Jacob. Fresh 14 for the Red Lions. Payosing thought about it. Payosing drives the runner. Still no go. Hopia. Still no go. San Beda having possessions but not converting on so many tries.
Wow, what a start. Knowing that both teams are coming from a win, you can already see that energy that they're bringing out. Yes, San Beda wasn't able to convert, pero nakitang-kita talaga yung mga patience nila as one, and of course as a team, kitang-kita yung kanilang energy and yung confidence into this game.
Meanwhile, sa kabilang panik naman, that's not how you want to start a game as big as this. If you're Coach Gilbert Malamanan, as LPU commits a turnover to start, LPU is actually number 5 in committing turnovers. Meanwhile, yes! Para sa tres! To start things off, para kay Yukien Andrada and San Beda on the board.
And this is something that I really love about the offense of San Beda. They know who their shooters are and they know who to look for.
And speaking of knowing who to look for, LPU goes to their big man, their bread and butter, Sean Umali.
Grabe tong Sean O'Malley knows how to use his body inside the paint. So if you're San Beda, you just have to make him uncomfortable by pushing him outside of the paint.
Alfaro drives, Hopia another offensive board. Yukien making it back-to-back, no heat check. But there's Alfaro, big offensive board. Put back is good for Peter.
When we talk about aggressiveness and someone you can look for when it comes to these aggressiveness on rebound, Alfaro will always be there to crash the boards for San Beda.
Now let's head back courtside. Diana Igual for her first quarter report. Diana.
Andre, I had a chance to talk to Coach Gilbert Malabanan patungkol sa kanilang huling laro against the Arellano Chiefs. And unlike their usual catch-up play, masaya si Coach Gilbert that his players were able to catch fire early in the quarters na aniya kay Coach spelled a lot of difference sa kanilang naging laro. Kaya naman ito rin ang gustong ulit niyang mangyari for his players to not waste no time in making their presence felt, lalo na ngayon na kalaban nila ang San Beda Red Lions, a team who's equally if not hungrier na maiuwi ang panalo ngayong araw. Sabay-sabay nating abangan if the LPU Pirates can deliver the same performance and show some resistance dito pa lamang sa ating first half. Andre, balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat. Alfaro lining that 3. No, Hopia now with 3 offensive rebounds already. Just keeping the ball alive for the Red Lions. Giving them more possessions. Cortez against Valdez, who's a good defender. The sidestep by Jacob. Hopia, another board. Wow, put back. Cliff Hopia.
Now this is what you want to see if you're San Beda. Hopia doing damage when it comes to rebounding, because in the past few games you can see he was struggling to find his rhythm, struggling to find the nearest man to box out. Pero now, kitang-kita, first quarter pa lang, very aggressive na ni Hopia.
Yeah, but LPU, as I said, this is their bread and butter. You want to get your big man going right away, your second leading scorer in Sean Umali. Let's go back to that last play. Hopia with 4 offensive boards, just keeping the ball alive, and Coach Yuri applauds the effort of the big man.
You gotta love this game because both teams are relying on their bigs right now. Hopia doing damage and rebounds. Pero ito naman si Umali sticking to his bread and butter by finding his way inside, using his size and his strength to make it happen for LPU.
And as Sean will take free throws, he is a 55% free throw shooter. Knocking down both there for Sean. Back to the other side. We'll go to Lexi in just a bit. But meanwhile, Payosing gets fouled. Oh, there's a foul down low. Oh, it will be an offensive foul. And I believe it will be on Cliff Hopia. second team foul here by the Red Lions. That will give the possession back to LPU. Alex Vicer getting ready to check in, but coaching staff says no dead ball. Cliff, go back down low. Dahil may foul si Cliff, they want to preserve Hopia here in this game. He has been huge on the boards. Barba muscling his way. No go. Rebounded by the Red Lions. Now let's head back courtside. Lexi Gonzalez has this report for San Beda. Lexi.
We talk about pressure and we talk about preparation, especially for good games just like this one. But for Coach Yuri Escueta, he just said that they just always prepare the same for each game. Whether it's a win or a loss, their game just stays the same. Pagdating naman sa pressure sa kanilang kupunan, Coach Yuri just said it's just another ball game. But at the same time, he is also humbled because he also said that pressure just means that you're a good team. And more from the San Beda side sa pagbabalik ng NCAA Season 99. Nagbabalik tayo dito sa NCAA Season 99. Here's more from San Beda. Sabi ko nga kanina, Coach Yuri just said na pressure just means that you're a good team. So at the same time, the pressure from the fans and media doesn't let the Red Lions affect the power that they have as a team. The San Beda Red Lions have shown great strength and resilience throughout this season. That is why we can't help but root for them to be in the Final Four, Andre and Baby Bear.
Maraming salamat, Lexi. Fantastic job, by the way. Well, Coach Yuri, as you can see, you're up 5. I know it's still early, but your thoughts so far?
All I can say right now is hope. Yeah, what a way to be aggressive on offense and defense. And this is a great sight to see if you're San Beda because Hopia now has 5 rebounds. And these are big rebounds because
Offensive pa.
Knowing that LPU does so well on defense, nakakapasok pa tong si Hopia in being aggressive. And kulang na lang obviously yung kanyang mga offensive putbacks or yung aggressiveness. Pero it's okay. As long as he's showing this type of energy, it's gonna be very contagious for San Beda.
Ang problema lang, 2 personal fouls na siya as we see that good pick and roll attack by LPU that leads to a Kyle Montaño floater with a roll of the basket because kanina nga, nung nakuha ni Cliff yung kanyang second personal foul, he was getting ready to be checked out by Alex Vicer, but good roll by Alex inside. And he will head to the line for 2, get passed by Jacob Cortez. There is Cliff Hopia, the big man with 4 points, 5 offensive boards in almost 4 minutes of play. 2 of 3 from the field. He's been doing the damage inside against this LPU squad, who we know is not a pushover when it comes to rebounds as well, because they got guys like Sean Umali, Enoch Valdez. They have bruisers, but Hopia is just picking. You know, it's like he's cherry picking. He's apple picking from the tree because he's that tall, getting the ball, but he's at the bench with 2 personal fouls. Vicer missing the free throws and lane violation as well. Here's Cunanan, always keeping it composed. Almost a turnover for Cunanan.
And this is a good sight to see also if you're LPU because you can see that instead of them finding their offense from the outside, they are trying to post up Valdez. Valdez, known to be a good runner when it comes to fast break situation. He has developed such a game inside the post and being able to attack the basket as well.
Cunanan lets it fly from the corner to miss, but good offensive board to put back +1. John Verzosa, the rookie, 6'3", 23 years of age, playing in a big game in this freshman year. Take a look at that last play. Cunanan missing on that corner triple. But for Sosa, Vicer was actually caught down low kaya hindi na box out. Si Versosa, meanwhile, Versosa missing on that free throw. And now, the it's just a 1-point game. After leading as many as 5 at San Beda, they're just ahead, 9-8. Alfaro asking for that Viser screen. Going to Viser, high-low, no. Alfaro down to Yukien. Andrada sizing up his defender. 2 to shoot. Difficult fall away by Andrada. The miss. Valdez. Oh, but that pass too strong from Valdez for Barba to handle.
Ito nga, Andre, you can see the adjustment of San Beda when Sean O'Malley left the game. You can see that San Beda is now taking advantage of that moment by having their bigs post up. But the thing that they fail to see is that even Versosa and their other bigs of LPU, they also have the strength to push out the bigs of San Beda. So in other words, they have to find another way inside the paint.
Jacob still scoreless. That was really too close. That's a shot using the glass, but Cortez still having a hard time finding a way to put that basketball inside the ring. Good steal by San Beda. Andrada fumbling it up, couple of fakes. 2 teammates on the left. Good recognition by Yukien to James Payosing.
And going back to LPU, kind of struggling to execute their offensive play. Kitang-kita whenever their bigs are trying to screen, instead of rolling, they already acknowledge the bigs of San Beda. So now all they have to do is pop out and find another way in.
Missed 3 there para kay Gael. Shuffling of men. And here comes the bench mob. Macguadanya for LPU is now in. We talked about him earlier before the game started. And for San Beda, the rookie, the phenomenal rookie, Jomel Puno, also now on the floor for the Red Lions. Nigel Gonzalez also in. One of 6 rookies. Kuntapay free for 3. We know Dami can hit that. But he just checked in. A strong drive by Montano asking for a foul, but there's a bump.
This could be like the first offensive scene with LPU attacking the basket instead of calling on their offensive plays. But it's good to see because they are now reading the defense of San Beda. So now they see a mismatch. You can best believe that LPU will attack the defense of San Beda.
We talked about J.M. Bravo, how big he has been for this LPU team that never start in the season's J.M. He's always come off the bench. And he's been huge, and he's just checked in with 3 minutes to go in the first. Gonzalez lines it up. Puno keeping the ball alive, but it goes to a Pirate. Good find, and Valdez stumps it in.
And again, Andre, like you mentioned earlier, yung bread and butter nga ng LPU is yung post when it comes to O'Malley. But of course, ito, who can forget yung fast break situations ng LPU because they do so well in executing these things.
Gonzalez for 3. Still no. Tap. Goes back to Nigel. Gonzalez. Kuntapay. Fake. Takes it. Yes! Para sa 3!
Wow! Talk about patience. At the same time, the green light the coach gives you. What a way to use that confidence to your advantage.
14-10. San Beda with a 4-point lead. Timeout LPU, 2:24. We're just in the first quarter. Stay with us. Dito lamang sa GTV. Let's go back to that sequence. Guadagna finding Valdez for a one-handed punch. That got the LPU crowd going.
Exactly.
But then after that, which we didn't see in the replay already, Kuntapay hitting that 3, forcing Gilbert Malabanan to call a timeout. mean, if you're San Beda, yes, LPU got a jam, got the crowd going, but you got a 3. A 3 for 2, Coach Yuri will take it.
Exactly. And yung maganda nga dito sa LPU, they really know where to find their open man during the break.
Valdez lines it up, gets the 3. Enoch Valdez getting the first 3-pointer in for LPU before that shot. Ang mga Pirata was 0 out of 3 from beyond the arc. Visser goes down low to Jomel. Uno, fall away, no. Cunanan always keeping his head up. Gives to Valdez, feeling it. Lets it fly, missing that 3. Bravo gets fouled from behind. Look at the confidence of Valdez earlier. We just saw him slam that ball down and then taking that 3. Valdez, just an 18.18% three-point shooter for the season.
But the thing is, when he makes his threes, it's when they need it the most. If we were to look back season, maybe the scouting report was to stop him during the break. Pero yung maganda nga dito sa season na to, he has improved so much. His outside range, at the same time, his aggressiveness in creating situations to attack the basket.
LPU using much time on the clock. And that pass too strong. That will be another turnover para dito sa Pirates. It will be turnover number 4. Samantalang San Beda taking very good care of the basketball. Wala pang turnovers.
Exactly. And one example is Contaba. You can see he is not rushing any shots, or rather, San Beda is not rushing any shots, because you know how important it is to control the pace of the game.
LPU number 5 in taking care of the basketball, just averaging 15 turnovers per game this season. San Beda number 18, committing 16 turnovers a game as a team. Gonzalez, Nigel drives, the kick out, a 3-ball is good for the Red Lions. That will be their 3rd triple made in this game.
You can see the adjustment on the offense of San Beda. They're trying to go inside the paint, but of course, nandun ang mga shooters of San Beda beyond the arc.
Look at that effort from Tagle after hitting that 3, trying to go for the steal. And this is what you want if you're Yuri. Coach Yuri Escueta knows his team is young. He got a lot of rookies. Here's Kuntapay's 3. And then Tagle hitting that 3, nakakapasok lamang.
Let's talk about the confidence that coach gives his players. As a rookie, you want to prove yourself, pero ngayon, you just need to know your role, because it's really important for them to be in this game as well.
6 rookies for the Red Lions. That's Nigel Gonzalez, Jomel Puno, Nigo Torres, J.E. Lopez, Kevin Peregrina, and A.J. Royo. Tagle, this time he drives, gets fouled. How about this kid, Oliver Tagle, just checking in and cold-blooded hitting a 3 with a minute, just being on the court for a minute, just 59 seconds to be exact, and then driving on the next sequence, getting the foul, falling down hard. He doesn't mind. He will head to the line for 2.
And these guys, like you're mentioning, they're rookies. They don't play like rookies, because you can see how much they know their system. They know how to read the defense, and all they're doing those aren't easy moves. Those aren't easy adjustments to make during the game. So what a way for these rookies to be showing out for their teams.
Well, Tagle is not one of the rookies, but you know, he's a young kid. He's on his 4th year. But still, this San Beda team is very, very young. They have 4 graduating players in Peter Alfaro, Dami Kuntapay, JV Gallego, and Cliff Hopia. But Tagle extending this lead now to 6 for the Red Lions. This is their biggest. 42.5 seconds remaining. If you're Gilbert Malabanan and LPU, how worried should you be?
Not worried at all, because if I were Coach Gilbert, I would already know what my team is capable of. These guys can run, these guys can execute. So right now, we just have to wait for them to be consistent in finding their rhythm into this game.
Guadagna, the long bomb. It hits all board on that tray. Barba sets, fires, knocks it down for 3. Barba now just hitting their LPU second 3. Gonzalez looking. Andrada, bullseye to end the first. San Beda says, what you guys can do, we can do it too. Red Lions scorching hot. 3 of 9 from downtown, 33%, up by 6, their biggest to end the first. Second quarter when we return. Stay tuned, only here to GTV.